Hey guys, how you doing tonight? It's Tuesday night, and this is going to be my night video. Kind of give you a recap of the afternoon and the day. Um, so we'll let you know I'm here in Valparaiso, Indiana, and I'm going to be trying to calculate tonight my destination for tomorrow because I got a few different. One town I thought I was going to Hammond. Looks like it might be a little bit too far. Merrillville's a little close. I also have some other agendas I want to kind of try to work on. I've got some people putting out some feelers for me. I think somebody might have reached out to ABC News, I don't know what branch, but they sent me an email today thanking me for my interest or something like that. So whoever did that on my behalf, greatly appreciated. Again, it's only going to take somebody catching wind of this thing to take the Point to Thumb journey and expose it to a lot more people where they'll have a lot more substance to it. And I appreciate you folks for helping me do that. And that kind of goes to the conversation I had today for quite a while. But so I shared with you guys earlier today a really neat story where yesterday my cell phone service was out, and somebody had kind of heard about the journey on Facebook and reached out and said, hey, my wife and I would love to host you. But I didn't get the voicemail till later this morning, late this morning. But I didn't want to be a rude dink, so I called Scott up and said, hey, just wanted to thank you for the offer. And I didn't have a place yet. I was heading into town, and Scott said, well, look, I'm not far from there work-wise. In fact, he just called me on my first go-round of this, and I had to redo it. But he said, I can come pick you up, drop you back there tomorrow on the way into work, and we can still host you. And hey, guys, I really appreciate that. So I'll be heading out with Scott and his wife tonight, getting to know about them. So I wanted to get this in before I do that, because I don't want to, sometimes I get caught up in conversation and I forget about you folks sometimes, and that's not very good either. So one thing I want to tell you, some of my Hannah friends that I met last night had said, hey, you got to stop at the oh goodness, what was it now? I don't know if it's in my pocket, Revolution or something like that. Well, I did stop by there today, but they were closed, so I put my card that I carry and give people in their door. So if they call you up and say, why the heck is this card in my door, or you tell them, they may go, oh, that's why it was there. So I did stop by, Hannah friends. You can let Alicia know. I don't know if she was working today or not, but I stopped by the business. It just was closed, not open until later. So one of the things that happened was I met with a reporter from, I think it's called The Times here in where am I, Valparaiso, and they met me at a park just about a half mile from here, and we talked for a good while, and I don't know what's going to come of it. Somebody came into the VFW and said they read about me, maybe online or something, I don't know. So the Times Valparaiso maybe has an online article, maybe not, but again, just more opportunity for me to kind of spread the word of Pointing the Thumb and what it means to me and what I hope it means and how it changes the world a little bit. That's a good day. And one of the things that happened is I came to Valparaiso. Sometimes I have a place to go, or it's a small town, there's only one place to go, and I don't really, when I go to bigger towns, I don't necessarily know unless someone says, hey, head to this way, or I'll meet you here. So I always like to try to give thanks to our servicemen and women who have served our country, and the VFWs and the American Legions of the world I've been on about 3 or 4 of them now on this trip, and they never fail to be extremely hospitable, welcoming, and the VFW Post 988 in Valparaiso is no different. Great group of folks. I posted a picture earlier, but it's always funny. It seems like every day something jumps out at me, some kind of story, even when I don't know if I have a story. And today that kind of happened today. So I was sitting in here, and they made a pizza and gave me some slice of pizza, having a Diet Coke, and a gentleman came in that wasn't there when I got there, and maybe didn't know my story, and sat down next to me. His name was Lenny, and Lenny and I started talking after a while, and he came to admit, hey, you know what, even when I sat next to you, I was a bit apprehensive, and you never know. But when he saw my journey, he was probably my biggest champion of the cause, and letting people know what I was doing. And I gave him a bunch of cards to go out and share, because it's the Lennys of the world that hear the message and want to share it. It's the yous of the world that will take a card and tell somebody, hey, you gotta kind of listen to what he's